All right, so we got a 2011 Cadillac DTS here today. This is Mr. Dave's. He's had quite a few things we fixed here on this channel. So he actually brought this here for overheating. I'm waiting for a dry spot in the shop to open up. But you'll see here it's nice and wet on the ground, and I'm holding an air hose in my hand. That is because he noticed today he's got water running all down the interior here. So if we open this door, you take a gander, you can see this whole pillar is soaking wet. The sunroof, or the headliner, is soaking wet in this corner. The carpet is soaking wet. And the culprit there is your moon slash sunroof up here. So what we're gonna do, take a real quick, easy approach to fixing that. So if you look in here, let me see what I can get on camera. You open the roof, you'll see down in this corner is a little drain hole. And there's one on that side as well. If that gets clogged, the water has nowhere to drain, and that is exactly where it will leak. So we're gonna just push some compressed air down in there and see what happens. This is the easiest, simplest way to fix this typically. How was I doing that earlier? Did that give me that much more space? Oh, it did. Well, not sure how well that audio worked, but when I started putting air down in there, I heard a little pop down here where the drain hole comes out. It actually comes out in this door jamb, I believe. Back there behind where that plug plugs in, and you can hear the air coming out. It's either there or the wheel well, one of the two locations, but I can now hear the air coming out. So that is unclogged. So I'm gonna go ahead, blow out that corner over there, and we don't even have to take anything apart. If you do need to go further down the line, you can't get it unclogged, you can pull this plastic trim here, which I'll show you in just a second, and up behind this carpet here is where the exit line is up in there. You can pull it apart and try and clean it out with like a pick or something. But in our case, a little compressed air is gonna get the job done. We're gonna pull some plastic trim here, and we're gonna get to it from the inside. So step number one, you're gonna need your handy dandy trim sticks. And if you don't have any, I'll put a link in the description and right up here in the video. But we're gonna start popping some plastic. So step number one, this plastic kick panel here, we're gonna start on the side that has the problem. So you just wanna get underneath and pull straight up. Ah, owie. It's a good tight clip, I like that. I'm gonna go, baby. Ah. There we go. All right. So you see when you pull that up, you got 3 good push pins there. All right, I'm gonna use this big wide guy on this one here. I'm gonna start by the top, see if we can't get this pulling out from here. Then back on this back side. Bam. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So you see you have the one that goes in the side right there, click, and then the one on the top. So you get it free back here, that direction, and then pull this direction. All right, real quick thing to note, I want to point out, I noticed when I took this apart, this was put together incorrectly. So on this corner, if you do take this panel out, there's a little hook. So you have to hook it in this corner first, then wiggle it into position to get these 2 push pins in, and make sure this weather stripping gets pulled out on top of it. And then once you've done that, you're good to click back in this panel here. Well, there you have it. Both lines are blown out and the blockages are definitely cleared up. So what I'm gonna do in the case of this one is I'm just gonna button this back up. Obviously you wanna get a towel and dry things up. And again, if you can't get it to unblock with compressed air, back in here, you just reach with your hand back there, you'll feel a rubber hose that's going this way, and you have to pull that loose and fish it out from behind the carpet to ream it out and get any blockage out. But we don't have to do that in this case, thank God. So just get a towel, dry things up. What I'll do here is when I get it into the shop to figure out whatever the coolant leak is for the overheating issue, we'll keep this door open and I'll run the heater in here to dry all this out. And then we'll run it through a car wash or run a hose over it just to verify that it is indeed not leaking anymore. But I'm very confident. This is 99 out of 100 times pumping air down that just happens to work. So I'm gonna get this plastic put back together and close up the sunroof, and then we'll get it in here to fix this overheating problem.